armor has to be as light as possible and as flexible as possible and as solid, on the other hand, in order to give full protection. So therefore, it has to be flexible, it has to be easily put on, and in fact, if I weren't talking that much, I could, or Falco could, please, Falco could put on my suit of armor in, I'd say, less than 10 minutes. And so you have to be in proper motion all the time. If you stand still, you're dead. You're getting, well, the trick in harness fighting is, well, make use of that harness. There is no point in standing in a longsword guard like from Tag. It's of no use to strike to the opponent. He would smile at you and say, yeah, you hit me, you hit my armor, so no damage done. The trick is to shatter your opponent. You want to give an impulse to him to make him stumble. My armor weighs approximately 29.5 kilograms, so I am a bit heavier than my usual self, and the most of that, yeah, next please, the most of that goes to the upper body, so I become a bit top heavy, and therefore I'm easier to, I can be easier made to go to the ground. And once I am on the ground, thank you. Once I am on the ground, it is, it's easier for my opponent to grab his dagger and finish me off. And therefore, I should avoid that. And, since putting on armor and moving in armor shouldn't restrict you very much, it does. And of course, you see, it is and becomes a bit cumbersome, it is heavy, and it strains your body, it strains your stamina, and therefore you have to move. You have to be able to move, but you want to move as little as possible. So that I have to be able to bend down quickly, and you see how flexible the foot is, and that is, the most essential thing. Yep. Okay. You also see that there are hardly any of the known openings. You have 4 openings in regular Bloßfechten, the 2 upper openings and the 2 lower ones. It is almost clear that checking the upper opening here is kind of pointless, unintended, and so you have to go for other openings, and as you can see, the huge opening is here, and this is one opening you want to go for, and other openings, as you will soon see, are under the arms.
Yeah, different ways to take armor.
That's to gain time, because you don't have a squire to do that. So I could just stand and people making my armor.
Okay. Happily, we have two complete suits of armor here, and what I'm about to being put on, is a typical German example. Dear Danielle has a more Italian-influenced suit of armor. So, as you can see, there are a couple of openings now which you can clearly spot under the arms. Therefore, I have these basigues, as they are called. They protect the armpit when I raise my arms. And so there is another vulnerable spot in the hand, because it's only leather here. Okay, just put it on and don't close the strap. Put it on and put the strap on there. Okay, now if I close my bevel, if I close my visor, that is it. And now I would come to you in order to counter you, and you feel good. So here we are, fully armed. Thank you. Well, some of us are. And then what do I do if I have no chance in hitting with a cut my opponent, because he's covered completely in steel? I have to make good use of the aforementioned openings, and I just can thrust at these openings. It is quite difficult to thrust like that, because he can easily set aside that with a single hand. Or just use your hand. Or come with me, come with me. I don't care. I have very sturdy gloves. I don't care. If you come, I don't care. I can take that. I have a suit of armor on. And therefore I have to exploit those openings in a better, more appropriate way. and I stab. And when I stab with both hands, I can easily be deflected, and therefore I give more stability with gripping it. Well, in the armored hand, gewappnete Hand, as it says in the German sources, or hard sword, or shortened sword, shortened because I shorten the reach of the sword, and then I have much more power, and you can't possibly deflect that with a single hand. And I go for the openings, and I virtually use that as some kind of very short spear. We're starting with the essentials. The essentials is there are guards. There is a low guard, like this. And from this low guard, you can easily go for instance, for the face. Or if he stands like that, for the armpit, and or for the groin, and well, that's almost it. If he stands like that, I can poke his open hand. So what I want to do is to go forward in the straightest line imaginable. The same as with Großfechten. I don't make any circular movements. I just go quickly to the next target, and well, swiftly. And so there are two alternatives we want to play with today. And so we have thrusts from the outside of the opponent, this is his outer side, or to the inside. The inside is always where the belly is. Okay, and the other guard is the high guard. So from here I can, well, do virtually the same things. It is a bit more stressful to hold. There is a third guard over the knee, which is good for people doing more shielding in order to counter that, or just to rest for a while. There is a fourth guard we shall look into too. That one. If you have actually managed to get him here, yeah. So what? You may fit him. Perhaps he has some kind of male gussets like Daniel has. I don't have. So with me it would have been over. With Daniel, I need to do something. And harness fighting in these manuscripts is traditional duels. So you have a circle. And there are a number of manuscripts where it says, well, take him, lead him out of the ring, the circle, as you like. And as soon as you have driven him out of the circle, well, you're the victor. And so, if I have hit him here, I have to pull him or push him out of the ring. And I can do that best while I behave as if this were a laugh. And I crouch it under my arm. And this is very practical for me because this particular sword has a little indentation here. It fits perfectly on the middle rim of the target. And now I can just push him out of the bloody ring.